Hi guys, and welcome to another Divi theme tutorial. This is Jamie from System 22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Well, today we're going to introduce you to a new plugin, and we're going to do this great animated highlighted card slider. And the plugin is called WowCarousel. They've got a sale on for the next 12 days. It's a great plugin, adds some great features to Divi. So let's go ahead and make this carousel. So started with a new page. I'm going to use the Divi builder, and I'm going to build from scratch. I'm going to have one row, one column. Now here's all the standard modules, the light grey ones that come as standard with Divi. You can build just about any sort of site with them. These sort of darker blue highlighted in pink ones are the ones that come with the Wow Carousel here. And you've got card carousels, content carousels, Google reviews, image carousels, etc. We're going to be using the card carousel today. So I'm going to click on it. And here we go. Let's add a new item. And it's put in a sort of card with an image there. And it's prompted us to go to the image icon badge section in the content. So I'm going to use an icon today. Of course, you can use any image you want. You've got all the elegant themes icons to choose from. I'll stick with that one. Title and description. Just like any card module right here, let's get a bit of lorem ipsum dummy text to put in. As I've got no real info, there we go. Now you can add a button if you want to. Let's add a button. Whatever you want your button to say. And of course you put your button link in there. I'm just putting a hashtag because I've got no real place for it to go. I don't really want it to open in a new window. If I was going to link it to something, I'd probably link it to something on the site itself, so I'd switch that to off. But if I was linking to an external site or product, obviously leave it on. Now for the background of the card, I'm just going to use some simple colors. Great, let's go to our design panel. Common. Okay, I want the content inside. For me, I'd like it to be aligned in the middle, so I'm going to switch that to middle there. To give it a bit of padding all around, say 20 pixels. Just put the 20 in. You don't need to put the pics in with Divi. Hit the chain, it'll do the opposite side for you. Same with left and right. There we go. Okay. You can give it some rounded corners if you want. I'll just make them slightly rounded there. As you can see, that's curved off those corners there. Don't really need a border or a border width. Image and icon. Well, we're using an icon today. I'm going to make my icon white. You can give it background. I'm not going to give mine a background, and you can change the size here. And let's give it a bit of padding on the top. There we go. Badge. I'm not actually using a badge at the moment. Now, texts. It's plural there, so we can do our heading and our content both in this one. So here's the title or the heading. And all I really want to do this is I'm going to make it capital, make it white in color. I think I'll make it semi-bold. Yeah, that's great. Now let's do our text, and rather than go to a different drop down, we've got it in the description right next door in the same drop down texts. And all I'm going to do to this is make it white in color. Fantastic. Okay, don't want any text shadow. I could put a bit of text shadow on that heading to make it stand out just a little bit more. So I've gone to title again. There we go, it just gives it a bit more depth there. Let's roll on down, style our button. Button spacing on the top's fine for me. I'm going to use custom styles. I'll make my text white. And let's give the button so I think I'll give it a sort of dark purple colour. It should stand out. We can change the colour a little bit here. I'll make it a little bit darker. Just thinking what my other colours that I'm going to use for the other cards are that the button will stand out. Anyway, I don't want a border. It says there's none, but I can see one there. So if we just take it down to minus and then take it back up to 0, that disappears. And we're pretty much good to go with this card. Don't want to show a button icon. Again, it's showing it there. This is a Divi thing, not a plugin thing. If you want it, flip it to yes and choose your icon. If you don't, and it appears there, just flip it to yes and then flip it back to no, and that icon will disappear. And let's just give it a little bit of box shadow on the bottom. Fantastic. Well, I think we're done. I'm happy with my first card there. Nothing else I want to do, so I'm going to save that. And like most carousels, now I'm just going to duplicate it. So I've got 6 of them now. As you can see, it's already rotating. I'm just going to go into each one, and the only thing I'm going to do is change the background color on each one. Great, just save that. Let's move this out of the way so we can see it a little bit better. So we've actually got our carousel and it's working great. It looks pretty much like any other carousel there, but of course we've got cards here and we've got links. Now let's have a look at the carousel settings themselves. We're still in the main carousel section here, under content, carousel settings. Under the general, animation speed, I want to slow mine down quite a lot. I think I'll take it to sort of 1.5 seconds, 2 seconds, something like that. That'll do fine. I want it to autoplay, and my autoplay speed, that's probably right, okay where it is. Now navigation, we've got navigation here, but we've got no pagination. Pagination are the little dots that appear underneath. You can choose to have just navigation, just pagination, or both. If I select both, as you can see, we've got pagination underneath now. You can use a fixed width slide if you want to. At the moment, all mine are the same anyway, so I don't need to do that. Number of slides to show, that's fine. 3 is good for me, but you can choose whatever number you want. And of course, you can make this full width if you want to. Infinite looping, that's great, means it goes round and round and round. If you turn that off when it gets to the end slide, I guess it will stop. Great, well let's go up and take a look at the advanced settings. Still under carousel settings, but now I'm going to hit the advanced tab. Auto height, again, mine are all the same height, so that's great. If you had different height ones, you wanted to make them the same height, flip that to on. Now here is a really interesting one. You've got a vertical mode. We won't use it today, but I'll flip it on just so that you can see what goes on. And as you can see, that makes a vertical carousel. Now that's pretty cool. You don't often see that, and on a smaller or on a little section that's smaller than that would be absolutely awesome. But again, I'm not using that one today. Center mode, that'll put a slide, it'll make sure there's a slide in the middle at all times. Well, I got 3, so It's going to be pretty much in the middle anyway, but if you wanted to put that on, you had 4 or something like that, you could do. If I switch it on, I don't think it'll make a whole lot of difference, but we'll leave it on like that. Now you've got classic mode, which is what we've got at the moment, so it just rolls one in the middle, and you've got highlighted, which I really like. And what it does, it makes the center one bigger. As you can see, it's sort of highlighting that center card right there, and that's pretty cool. Now the cursor at the moment is a little cross, looks like, under there. You can change the cursor type here with the custom cursor. I guess we'll use a grab. And if you've got an image there, you can open the image in Lightbox, but I'm actually using a icon, as you can see, or an icon, as you can see, so I don't need that one. So I think we're pretty much done. I could decorate our pagination a little bit differently. So let's just go to our design, and we'll go down to pagination. Alignment's fine. Now common, or you can do common, is all the regular ones there. So I'll leave those as they are. Let's make the active perhaps blue. That's great. I want to drop it down just a little bit too. So I'll go back to common. Here's the vertical position. I want to take it down a little bit. Not quite as much as that. And of course you can fine tune it with your little up and down arrows right here to get it exactly where you want to get it. Couple more. That's fine. Great, well let's do our little arrows on the side here. So if we go up, that's the navigation. Again, the height's fine, width is fine. The icon that we're using is fine too. Let's make that icon color blue. I don't actually want a background in there, I just want the little arrow itself. That's great. Don't want to skew, you can take it up or down. To be a bit careful, they move quite a lot of distance there. So you can position it wherever you want vertically here. Let's just take that away and put it back in the middle. There we go. And horizontally you can do a similar thing, move it further away if you want to, or have it closer. Haven't got a border, so nothing to do there. I think we're good to go here, so let's save this. And just for interest, let's give our section a gradient background. Just gone into the blue tab for the section up there. Going to go to background, going to add a gradient. And let's let's leave that blue there and let's just put a black at the bottom. There we go, that stands out nicely. Alright, let's save our changes and see what we've actually got here. Save the page changes, save the draft, or publish the page if you're ready to publish. And exit the Visual Builder. And there we have it. There is our card carousel with a highlighted center card there. That's absolutely awesome. And of course, when we put our mouse over it, it changes to that hand grab cursor that we selected, and also it stops. It means people can read the content and give them a chance to click the button, etc. And take your mouse off of there, and it starts right back up again. So that is really cool, and we've only just scratched the surface of this actual plugin. I'll be doing more videos highlighting the other features, but like I say, this is my first time with this and I am very impressed. I think that's a great little addition to the Divi theme. So well done, people over there at the Wow Carousel. So I hope you've enjoyed that and found it useful. If you have, please ring the bell, give it a thumbs up, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.